Getting tan, you guys. That's all it is. So, yeah. $40 went in. $40. Got it. See like that. Okay. We're gonna see if it starts to brack. We try really hard to make it brack. Gotta be honest. And then it gets to the point where we just gotta be like, damn, it's trash, bro. And then we wake up and we rinse and repeat, and then we do it again and try to make it brack. And that's part of what we're doing here on the live. This is part of the grind. We're promoting, marketing, and upselling. Again, that's promoting, like this, marketing and upselling, guys. And then you can throw recruiting in there. I wish there were more fine girls in here, but you can throw recruiting in there. So, running off acuity, the difference between acuity and aptitude, man. We talk about it a lot. Going off of acuity. So, boom, acuity, recruiting, getting tan, getting drunk, and hopefully the live bracks. We've had some good lives, man. Informative. Informative lives. And, yup, B. Aaron. We got Marshall here, the British guy that's in Texas, right? That's a British guy, or Scottish, whatever, the UK. He's a UK guy that's in Texas. Is that accurate, or did we mix you up with someone else? So people are tuning in. We posted some stuff to the YouTube today. Hopefully it gets traffic. It looks like it's getting the same traffic as this live, which is it's like they're rationing. YouTube is rationing its own lives. It's YouTube rationing itself. So Marshall's here. We know him from Instagram and then here too. So we know him. So notifications looks like they might have went out. Normally it takes us 8 minutes to get going, whereas today it was 2. So that's about it. Feedback makes the lives brack. Normally we're just up here monologuing. We started off and we know we're getting tan. We know that we're facing the sun so that we can get tan. And we have to sacrifice some of the glare. Actually, it's good today. It's for some reason. Why is it good today? But normally the glare is gone. But so we're gonna try to get tan and then just see what happens. Get drunk, and then that's about it. 5 o'clock, West Coast American Standard Time. All we want is some dimes to walk by. Hey Marshall, how is Texas, man? How is it in general? Because my one night in Houston was pretty active, man. They got venues there just off the hinges, man. Yeah. So that's all it is, man. We're trying to get it bracking. So, there's the glare. Okay, so it must start off good, and then once the phone gets hot or something, the screen darkens or something, because we sacrifice the glare because we're trying to get tan in the sunlight. But yeah, that's really about it. 5 o'clock. Damn, a bee just flew. Hold on. A bee just flew next to me. That's about it. 5 o'clock West Coast American Standard Time is what it is, and we're gonna try to get the live viral. We're gonna try to get every post viral, and that's all we can do, bro. Is try to get things going viral. So promoting, marketing, and upselling. We talked about how, despite being the American Messiah, we are going to need a third party. And we came to that realization. It's fun to do things solo. You have your own YouTube, your own Instagram, your own Facebook, your own Twitter, your own TikTok, But you will eventually need a third party. And, we lightweight had one with Jack Wagner, but he was a derivative of Playboy and No Jumper. He was a derivative, right? Now he made his own plot. Don't you still got to give him his due. He made his own platform, right? And so, but he in a roundabout way, he was put on by Adam 22, by Playboy, and shit. Honestly, even B. Swardell, like. B. Swardell put on Wagner because B. Swardell is the talent, right? But that's what got us, we've said it before. If you've heard this before, we're going to say it again just because it's still relevant, man. LeBron has ESPN, NBA, Nike. He's got third parties, and they're some of the most powerful third parties on the planet. And as good as he is at basketball, the best ever, he is the best basketball player ever. As good as he is, he still needs a third party to promote, market, and upsell his products, his image, his reputation, and that's just the way that it is. And so that is just the way that it is. And he would even admit that, any smart person would admit that. So, oh man, we're in Oregon, you guys, and it's trash. We just want women to walk by, man. How is that too much to ask? How is that too much to ask? Sometimes do we forget that we're famous? Yes. But do forget that we're famous. We still got to get it bracking. So it's gas. Just got gas. We're gonna have to check to make sure it went in. That's what we always drive off, forgetting to look at the dial, and we gotta make sure that filled up. But that's about it, really. So that's a tough task, bro. So. Okay, one walked by just now. One just walked by. And that's where we talk about acuity, because we should have said something. We were mid-sentence here. So, we kind of have an excuse, but we should have stopped talking here and addressed that girl that just walked by. But instead we elected to finish our sentence here and let the girl walk by. Now, to our credit, it would have been hard to know it was a dime until it was like really near. So, but that's the risk you run. And there's so few of them that it starts to be like, well, damn, you start to second guess your own behavior, because it's like, well, damn, that's the only one we might even see today. But yeah, man, complain about Beaverton, but it is safe. Walking around at night, it's safe. That's the one. But it's just, is it worth it if there's 0 women? Like, without some work to even try to talk to, then it's like, what the hell are we doing? So we are getting tan. Looks like we're monologuing a lot. But the feedback, the hypothetical feedback is what makes the lives brack. Otherwise, it's just voyeurs, like my daily American existence. Just voyeurs, like being voyeurs, and again, it made us famous, so we take the good with the bad, but goddamn, this shit is insane. So, if you guys have never been here before, so have you guys been here before, or is this your guys' first time here? Because this is a very voyeur live. If you got 3-4 people just watching, that's pretty voyeur. You have the opportunity to interact, and in all reality, that's part of the reason that people deal with Instagram more, Facebook more, even weak-ass TikTok. People deal with it more because it's interactive. It's interactive, whereas YouTube is just like a library or an archive, or now it serves its function. We get to go live here. It's a giant database of G. John's footage, and it serves its function, but it could be a little more fun. Like, Instagram is more fun, right? Facebook is more fun, whereas YouTube is more necessary, so to speak. It is a necessary function of fame. It's a necessary function of fame. If you're famous, you're busting on YouTube. So that's what it is, man. Fanfare is stupid, bro. We went to the goddamn mall today. You would have thought it's like the rapture, and that word was rapture. Like, people were looking to the Messiah for the rapture. Like, bro, damn, they run up, bro. And then they're mad that we're famous. All right, they're upset that we're famous, but they're vermin running towards the flame like moths, right? And damn. So 5 o'clock West Coast American Standard Time. We need to go viral. So we're in the sun getting tan. We're in the sun getting tan. We just gotta stay tan, especially when the summer is over. Gotta stay tan. But every once in a while, there's some females in this live. Like, every once in a while, there's women that walk by. Same way with the live. It's just, what are women doing on the internet? They're just selling their little naked pictures. Shopping. That's what they're doing. They're shopping, selling their naked pictures, and then the guys, we do our guy thing, looking at girls and typing paragraphs underneath sentences. We do it. We all do it. We type paragraphs underneath videos, and then it's just what we do. We're guys, Guys are gonna guy. And yeah. That's about it. $40 of gas today. We're looking to leave the United States here this weekend. Go teach some English for the first time in 7 years. We're looking to do that. We'll see if it works out though. There's a small visa process and that's about it. But as today, we got to talk to somebody from the Soviet bloc. Go over there and teach English, the American Messiah. You know, what are we gonna do? That's our trade before fame. So before fame, that was our trade. And then, you know, we had an occupation. And it was a foreign occupation. And then whereas in the United States, we got partnerships. And, you know, we have an occupation abroad. But in the United States, we have partnerships. Okay? Amazon, Super Handles, EF Miami, yeah, we just have our little damn thing, and it's a set of partnerships, you know, the OSAA, PBOA, yeah, what a voyeur lot. You guys are voyeurs, bro. Bro, the feedback makes the lives brack. You know, monologues are okay. You know, we can monologue. We're out here getting tan anyway. You know, we got to get tan anyway with the, you know, take advantage of the summertime. And even that takes some acuity. That takes acuity, getting tan and getting drunk at the same time while going live. Bro, that takes acuity, you guys. We gotta build our shit up. Build our damn shit up, man. Just hoping women walk by. It is like, that is the extent of our existence, is fame, fame, harvesting aura, promoting, marketing, and upselling, and then hoping women walk by, you know? Now, you know, whether they're with it, right, or, you know, even relatively ready, that's a different story. We just need to make sure that they exist, okay? We need to make sure that they exist because, God fucking damn it, sometimes they don't even exist. They're like non-existent, man. It's like all 80% male. It's 80% male, you guys. It's like, that's too much for the American public. You know, 80% male is way different than 60%, right? And someone might say, well, that's only 20%. Well, yeah, but it's also 20%, you know, more women, right? So 20% also means, you know, more, right? So it's 20% less dudes, which would be ideal, but it's also 20% more women, which would be ideal. And that's what we're asking of humanity, just to provide and hope. And right as we say that, a couple, like literally 2 girls just walked by. I know we complaining about it a lot, so maybe that's, you know, law of averages. It's gonna just eventually happen, but yeah, we complain about it a lot. But that's what it is. So yeah, a couple girls walked by. At least they walked by, and that's all we can ask. So Alright, so we are still getting tan and drunk. And that's all that it is, man. The sun is hitting our. Let me make sure the sun's hitting our face. Yeah, it's hitting us. Okay, so, because that's what we're here to do, get tan and get drunk, hope women walk by, read the comments. In fact, that reminds me, Jet Life is here. We know Jet Life. He is a person, a YouTube guy, right? We just kind of, now we borderline know him, borderline by name. At first we thought he was Jet Neptune because he popped in right after the endorsement from Jet Neptune. So like the endorsement happened from Neptune, and then Jet Life pops in the live. We were like, "Are you Jet Neptune?" But turns out they just have the same name. But let's get to our feedback, because that's what makes the lives brack. And so Marshall was here. Damn right, he says. Get it brack, and he says, damn right, Marshall, the British guy. Into Jet. Oh. Oh, okay. Feel you. Feel you. Okay. That's good feedback, right? Because even that's good feedback. We appreciate that, right? So it's funny. He said, back background provocative bonceps. Oh, that is so funny. Oh, and immersion, right? So all that and immersion. That is so funny, you guys. He's right though. He is right. He is exactly what he just said he is. He is verbatim a background provocative boncept immerser. Is that a word? Immerser. When you immerse people, what does that make you? An immerser, right? We'll have to look that up. We'll have to look up and see if immerser is a word. The guy that immerses people, is he an immerser? We'll have to, but that's what he is, man. Jet Life that is so funny. He is literally 100% of that paragraph you just typed. So, appreciate the feedback. Guys, we're trying to get it bracking so hard. We gotta, with our 5,000 subscribers, we have to turn it into we gotta turn it into 5 million. You guys, we really have to do that, which is almost impossible. Let's be honest. That's almost impossible, right? What's 5,000 divided by 5 million? Probably 1,000 if we had to guess. It's probably 1,000, right? 5,000 times 1,000. So we have to multiply our YouTube subscribers by 1,000, which is borderline impossible, but it's doable. And so we have to do that, you guys. You know, our Facebook got deactivated, so we had to make a new one. You know, our Instagrams got deactivated. You know, now we'll take it because it came with a lot of traffic. So the more traffic, the more hate, right? And that hate elicited some deactivations from some of our primary, like our main Instagram accounts got deleted, bro. Like fully deactivated. Like, it's like, what the hell? But that's the nature of the beast, you guys. So 24 minutes into the live, 5:19 West Coast American Standard Time, getting drunk, getting tan. Bro, we are here to do things, bro. We got to get it bracking. Appreciate the subscribers. Why is YouTube mitigating their own traffic? Like, why? Like, let's be real, right? So they send me notifications for like NBA podcasts, right? Because it's funny to watch NBA, well, NFL too, right? So American pro sports podcasts, right? They send me all the damn notifications, right? So that's without subscribing. So now, what are they doing with our footage to the people that do subscribe? Are they trying to push stuff from other platforms? It's like people hit subscribe for a reason, and then YouTube ignores those subscriptions, right? So that's about it, though. But that's really about it, man. That's all we did. So okay, man. They're like, get my, okay. All right, guys. Well, yeah. Before we go, we're gonna give it 30 more seconds, but need to reiterate, YouTube sends me notifications for things we've never subscribed to. Now, it's things we like, right? Obviously, NBA, NFL, podcasts, pro athlete type stuff, American sports stuff. They send us the notifications. But, bro, we've never subscribed. So, like, are they sending those same notifications to our subscribers about our videos that we post, like raw footage from Oregon, and primarily Oregon? But yeah, they're mitigating their own traffic, and maybe they have they got a business plan, obviously, but golly, bro. Anyway, we're gonna get going. We'll save the live. We'll probably go live later. All right, guys.